Hello, YouTube. Today we're gonna be talking about three hats. Rusty McBucket, Monster Hat, and also the Dark Magic Top Hat right here. These three hats. These are the main focus of the video for today, but depending how quickly this goes by, I might add like another one. And the thing with this other one, I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna freestyle it. I'm thinking Holly Jolly Top Hat. No looking at analytics. No looking at graphs. No looking at proofs. No nothing. I'm gonna raw dog it. I'm just gonna give my raw opinion on Holly Jolly Top Hat at the end. Okay, so let's get into the freaking video, bruh. So who will I start with? I'll start with Rusty I don't even know what it's called, man. Wait, 1 second. Okay, sorry, hello, we're back. There was like a misinput on my end. I'm sorry about that. Oh, by the way, before I start this, I am blind right now. This is gonna sound really dumb, but earlier I was really hungry and I wanted food. I think I said something along the lines of I want goy slop, and I brought my hand up as I did it in rage and anger, and my glasses flew off my face, and now I only have one lens, so I can only see like one side. Half of like what I see is okay, and the other half is actually really bad. And I chose either half vision or no vision. I actually picked no vision, so everything I do is blind. Everything, as well as everything I wrote in my server, I was blind. There's a lot of typos. Now let's get into it. So let's start with this Rusty Ruster. You know, Rusty McBucketon. So what do I think of this item? Starting off, what do I bolos think? I think a lot of things about this, you know. I think a lot of things about it, I'll be honest. But one of the first things I'll say, it's really fucking ugly. It's freaking ugly. It's really ugly. Maybe let me look around it. Maybe there's like something that like helps it. Yeah, no, this thing is just overall really ugly. I don't know what Roblox was thinking when they made this. I don't understand. There's like a mouth, some eyes. I do think these are supposed to be like some sort of robotic ears, but I'm not sure. So that's interesting. So starting off, one of the weirdest things about this item, this used to be rare. This was a rare item 7 years ago. This was rare. And by the way, I looked into it. At the time it was rare, it had 200 copies. So I asked around, I asked questions, and from what I've heard, they made it rare as a joke. I believe this is a joke rare. This was not rare in the way that it was meant to ever be rare. So that's one of the first things. Now, secondly, we're gonna look at its really bad sales. So keep in mind, quote unquote, X rare item. Now, put the sales right here, editor. So, boom. You see the sales of this item that once held the rare status. They are horrible. They're actually horrible. So, if going down from oldest to newest, you see 5,000, 7,000, 4,900, 7,000, and then bam! Big giant jump to 20,000, which is crazy. 20k recently for an item that's quote unquote an X rare limited. That's really low, right? So this 20k sale as well, by the way, it is the highest sale this item's seen in over 7 years, since 2019. And you know, I saw someone say something recently about this item that really, like, honestly, Colgate box logo, black dog profile picture guy, he hoards Blue Mystic Advisor. That guy actually is the reason this thing's in the video. He said something that like really resonated with me. I'll put a screenshot right here. So yeah. So now let's look at the proofs. Weirdly enough, this thing has really decent proofs, actually. I hate to admit it, but here's the thing. I actually know this dude, Yilong Ma. He traded for it, right? He's like, okay, I'm going to trade for Rusty McBucket. And here's the thing. He gave ABRC and Mrs. Tentacles plus ads for a 59k overpay on an item with 7.7k wrap. Not even a good item, by the way. So, listen. This dude got fucking sharked, I feel like. Sorry if you're watching this, Yilong Ma. I think he got sharked. This is like the craziest proof, and I feel like he probably got sharked with what's happening with semi-hype. Like, oh, bro, it's a semi, bro, just overpaid, bro. You know what I mean? Like, dude, the thing is, as well, let me look at something. He said something. Oh, yeah. After trading for this, he started posting trade ads going, trading Rusty McBucketon. Only 5 in circulation. Former rare. Emphasis on former. Can reserve. Yeah, we're all reserving this item, bro. We all want it. Looking for rares or demand. And he has Valk inbound for it, apparently. So, as you can tell, very good item. Very good item. So, what do I think of this thing? Well, I think it's bad, and it had another proof, which was a 28k overpay with these like Violet Sneaking Slitherer hats and Ronald McNinja and Cuckoo Crazy Bot 10,000. So, I wouldn't say it's the best, and I think it's only taken off recently due to semi-hype. Oh yeah, it has a giant hidden horde, by the way, like a massive horde. So, sorry about the cut, I had to do something. So, what would I give Rusty McBucketon? F tier. Okay, no, that's harsh. I'll give it like low D tier. So it's like it's kind of bordering F tier. You know, it's almost there. So, yeah, this thing is definitely F tier. Thumbs down. BP buzzer, no noise, play, auditory. Okay, next item I want to look at. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let it go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Monster Top Hat. So, I actually do know a bit about Monster Top Hat. I was watching it for a while, believe it or not. So one of the first things I looked at it was sales, you know, 20,000, 19,000, 20,000. So going back a year with sales, we can see it started off like relatively consistent, like sales wise. It was selling at a consistent rate, like around 20,000, which shows this item had stability at the time. It had stability in that 20,000 range. Now let's keep going. Does it stay consistent? Let's see. You go forward, it actually goes up 30,000. 54,000, 57,000, pretty good. Now at this point, I have to whisper, at this point in May 2025, this item kind of saw like a pretty big jump when it came to like sales prices, which is around the time like it was marked projected. So being sold for I think, yeah, 54 and 57k kind of got it projected, but here's the thing, I feel like it shouldn't have been projected. This should not have been projected. I think these were legit sales, and I think they were good. So, did it deserve projection? No. In all honesty, no. It did not. Like, there's many items that have gone from like 20k sales to much higher in short amounts of time, actually shorter amounts of time, which were not projected. Therefore, I see no reason it should be projected from 250k sales. Now, let me line up the proofs real quick with the time that these sales occurred. Okay, so 2 granny crossbows in a 25k overpay. What do we think of granny crossbow, guys? What do we think of granny crossbow? I think it's okay. Anyways, as I was saying with Monster Top Hat, it pulled 2 granny crossbows, which in their own right, they both get decent overpay. So that was good. It was a 25k overpay, but here's the thing. It had 2 other proofs, right? It had an 88k overpay, as long as it with the 80k overpay. But here's the thing. Both of these overpays included projecteds. So you can see it got 2 80k overpays, one being a Gork, like Gork the thingy, the little thing you hold in your hand, like the weird caveman, fat guy. So, along with another projected. And finally, one with 2 granny crossbows. which remember, in themselves, get OP, so it's pretty decent. So what do I think of this item? Because I have to rush this. I gotta go out soon. I think it's a good item. I like it. I don't think it should have been projected. I think it is a legit, those were legit sales. And also, by the way, it was unprojected very recently on 3/1/2026 when I wrote this thing initially. I wrote it the day of unprojection. So I also wrote down, at the moment, the highest I would give it is B tier, solely because it's just been unprojected. It's only now able to show what it can do without that projected tag. Therefore, its real performance has only just started. So, yeah, that's what I'll say for Monster Hat. Now, give me a second because I actually have to do something again. Now, for the final item, we have this top hat, which honestly, it reminds me of this other item which is projected. Not even like, this is a good thing, by the way. I like it. It's like the Lost Paragon something. I think they're both pretty cool items, you know? So, that's pretty epic. Let's see. Available copies, 170. Good. Semi-rare. Freaking cool. Premium, 36. But how many of that is in circulation? Not a lot. How many of those are for trade? Not a lot. Now, what do I think of this item? Well, based on looks, I do think there are better looking top hats, but it does have like a different look to it. It's like more modern Roblox than like the classic top hats, you know? So that makes it a little more unique. And I actually wrote something here as an author's note. It has a counterpart. Like it's a series of hats, but there is another one I like a lot more, being the Crimson Cat's Eye top hat. Like, I really like the Crimson Cat's Eye top hat a lot, and I think it is the coolest in the series because I love the Crimson Cat's Eye. I've owned the Crimson Cat's Eye, and I think it's really cool. But yeah. So I will say I might make a video about like the full series of these. I'm not sure yet because I really want to touch up on the Crimson Cat's Eye top hat like really bad. So let's get into sales. They're like interesting. They're weirdly inconsistent. It goes with 41k, down to 21, up to 22, and you go up to 29, 28, and then okay, 2026 on the 2nd of, I don't know. I didn't write the month down, but it was on the 2nd of something. It sold for 10k. That is not good. I don't know who sold this for 10k, but whoever did. Right after that, it had its second highest sale in the past 6 months at 37k, which was pretty good for it. I mean, so let's break it down. On the day of 2025-08-30, we can see it sold fairly high for 41k, which wasn't bad at the time. And honestly, I think it's I'm pretty sure it's one of its highest like sales that are recent. Then on the date of 2026-02-02, it sold for a measly, a little tiny baby 10k. Someone might have like misclicked and put it on sale, but a little baby 10k, little tiny amount, which was a lot under what it was selling to before. But going forward, it was followed by a 37k sale on 2026-02-17, which showed it was able to go back up, and it definitely not stable itself out, but it was able to go back up after a 10k sale to recover, which can mean a lot. It can mean it has a good future, or I don't know. I don't know yet. It's only one sale in after selling low. Proofs. Lunar Hordes. Lunar Hordes got one of these. Let's break down the proof. It was 27k OP with Helms Worn. So Helms Worn is worth almost as much as a top hat itself, right? Think about that. So pure value, like just on paper, they are similar. They have like similar values. But on top of that, they added Spec Alpha, which made it even better. Big baller. They added Spec Alpha and Helms Worn for this item. So, what do I think of that? I think that's good. I think it's really good for the top hat. I think it's good as pulling that. I'm pretty proud of. Who is this? Dude, by the way, I have no clue who these people are. I don't know. This is just like a game I use. But I think that was good. It had random ads as well, but I low-key forgot them. I don't care to mention them. Now, on the 2nd of March, 2026, very recent. Oh no, wait. Is this like? Nah, okay, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I don't want to be around that guy. I think that's the guy who diddled kids, by the way. Anyways, he kind of just haunts my forest. He's just around. Like, you see my house over there. This is where I live. He just kind of, like, chills out here. So, going forth with this top hat. My friend Bloopy U gave a 59k overpay on the entire set, including the one I liked. So, what do I think of that? Great. I think that's really cool. I think it's honestly a good deal to get a whole set of hats just for a beast mode. So it was a beast mode downgraded. They downgraded beast mode for the entire set, which I think Bloopy is 100% going to be able to make profit off of that, considering like recent proofs. I'm not going to discuss them right here, but I looked into all of them, and I think Bloopy's going to make her money back. Whatever. So, and then oh yeah, the 20th of February, it also had another one, but it was kind of mid. It was a 8-bit Royal Crown 1v1. So it's like you know, it could be better. So it was a 15k overpay. So what did I rate this item overall? I would put it in low A tier. Low A tier is where I would put this top hat. I feel like that's fair, right?
Lore. Hey, alright, it's Nate Nuker, Lore Radio. Hey, how you feeling out there? How's your drive time commute? I need some lore right now. What's the lore? It's Lore Seeker. I can't even comprehend it. Lore Seeker.